So you might have to find the equation for that. So what's $4? Something that equals $4 on your square. So mine might be 16 divided by 4. So 16 divided by 4 on the square. Might look like that. If that's not on there, that's fine. Go to the next one. Let's do $79 minus $52.
Is that 22?
You're going to try and work it out in your books? Yep, I'm writing it up here for you.
Can I say what's
This one here, $79 minus $52. Try and work that one in your book.
27?
Does anyone have 27 on their squares?
5.7.
So mark that one off.
Oh, I have 27 plus 67. 27 plus 67.
Now we have
That's what I have.
$15. Oh, $15 times 2 equals.
I got it. Where do you have it?
So $15 times 2 is equal to, yep, 30. So you should be looking for $30 on your square. That's fine.
I only got one.
So if I said $32 divide by 2,
Can I yell at half bigger because I got half my...
you gotta get all 4. So $32 divided by 2 is equal to
$16.
what about $30 divided by 2? Just 15.
I remember 15. Yes. I remember 10. Wait, can I just say that instead of my card?
If you've done it.
Remember, if you finish all 4 of your boxes, you call that bingo. How many people are on 2 squares? How many people are on 3 squares? 3 squares. Anyone on 4?
Anyone on
If you're on 4, it's bingo.
Sometimes someone might be on 0 squares.
Not me.
So the next one will be 9 times 3.
9 times 3. What? Yeah, I got it. 27.
Volume, guys, volume. So that will equal 27, someone yelled out. So you should be looking for 27 on yours.
I got 27. What? 9 times 3, 27. I got 27.
Yeah, so if it's on there, 9 times 3, colour it in.
No, you don't. I got to 3 now. Just need 60.
If I said 15 times 4. $15 times 4 is $60. 60. What's that? That's $60? So you should be so you got all 4. So what should you say? Oh, I can't hear you.
Bingo.
Still can't hear you.
Bingo.
Oh, you got a winner. We got bingo over here.
No.
So look, we can play this game another time. But this game was just to get our minds tuned in. I think everyone did a fantastic job for the first time playing this. You guys understood the rules really well. And we had our first bingo. And our first winner. So what I want everyone to do, I want everyone to put their connectors back together and leave their cards and the textures in the middle of the table for me so I can collect them.
So, Liam's it like finished?
We'll finish that one there, yeah. But it also deals with ideas like shopping, okay, and planning, budgeting, okay. The idea that they're trying to, what do we think this book's about if you haven't seen it or haven't read it before? You guys have read it before? Yeah. Yeah, you got to. Yeah. What do you think it might be about? Spaghetti meatballs. So the basic overview of this book is that a couple, a man and a wife, decide they want to plan a family dinner. Okay, and so they have to think of a food that best serves everyone, which ends up being spaghetti and meatballs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to this, we're going to pay attention, try to think about different maths equations that we can get from the story. Okay, so thinking about numbers, worded equations, which we've been working with recently, so addition and subtraction. Okay, now make sure that you can see this. Okay, so if you're in a bad position, I don't mind if you move just a little bit over, just so you can see it, it's fine.
Sorry for the interruptions.
Spaghetti.
Charlie, did Alex come to school with you today?
No.
She's not yet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Spaghetti and meatballs for all, a mathematical story.
Stop.
One fine day, Mrs. Comfort was busy tending the lettuce patch in her garden. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen the family, she said to her husband. You're right, answered Mr. Comfort. He was stretched out on a bench doing what he liked to do best in a vegetable garden, reading a book. Maybe it's time for a family reunion, Mrs. Comfort said. A wonderful idea, Mr. Comfort agreed. Let's see. Menus, dinner for two, serves 4 to 6, banquets. How many people would we be having, he asked. The Comforts called their children. They called their parents. Mrs. Comfort called her brother. Mr. Comfort called the next door neighbors, who were almost like family. Everyone could come. That's 32 people altogether, including us, Mr. Comfort said. What could possibly fit in our oven and still feed 32 people? He wondered out loud. Why not make your famous spaghetti and meatballs? Asked Mrs. Comfort. Good thinking, said Mr. Comfort. Now, what about renting some tables and chairs? Asked Mrs. Comfort. She got out the telephone book. 2 weeks later, the big day arrived. Mr. Comfort got up very early and spent all morning cooking. He baked 16 loaves of garlic bread and made 8 pounds of fresh pasta. He simmered 8 quarts of spaghetti sauce and rolled 96 meatballs. Mrs. Comfort picked all her ripe tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce for salad. While Mrs. Comfort waited for the tables and chairs she had rented, she drew a seating plan. Then she got out the dishes, the silverware, the glasses, the tablecloths, and some vases. But when the rental company arrived, they were 1 chair short. Don't worry, said Mr. Comfort. You'll think of something. Mrs. Comfort found a folding chair. Now the tables were ready. Each had 4 place settings, 4 chairs, and a vase with lovely cut flowers. Mr. Comfort came out of the kitchen balancing 8 plates of celery and olives. 1.
Mr. Comfort, Mrs. Comfort, and the family members.
Yeah, and I think there was a few neighbours in there and a few friends from the street. Yeah, definitely. Good. What kind of maths did we see in this book? Think about it. What kind of maths? Divided by? So how were they dividing by?
When you're sharing the tables, they were looking at the chairs. So they
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's exactly what they were doing. Yeah, great. Anything else? Did we think of anything else? Yeah.
they had to figure out how many people they were going to have. So then they had to order the chairs. And
So, yeah.
problem solve when there was one, when they were one chairs
Yeah.
short.
So we're looking at division, we're looking at problem solving from worded equations because it's a story. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Addition,
Addition. Where was the addition? It is in there. Do you remember?
adding people,
Adding people. Yeah.
because people kept coming and coming.
Yeah. Good. Good. What else? Was there any other things that we could think about? Do you think if there was division and then there might have also been multiplication? Yeah. There was definitely a couple of
Just
instances
the
of that.
opposite.
Yeah.
So the division was.
Well, we talked about it over here, so it was about the tables and making sure that everyone could sit and fit on there. Do you think they might have used multiplication with their ordering lists? Remember they had to go shopping for all the food? So they had to know, again, how many people were coming and what they were serving. So they probably needed to use multiplication, what they were using for their shopping list. Yeah? Okay. Good work, guys. Fantastic. You guys were listening fantastically throughout that whole video. Very proud. What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to move into what we normally do for maths. We got groups. Okay, so the groups are going to be a little bit different today. We've only got 3 groups. Alright? So listen for your name. Alright? When I call out your name, I want you to just stand up. Okay? Just so I can see everyone. So I've got Sienna. Yeah. Ashton. Yeah. Charlie G. Yeah, I knew you knew this. Yeah. Madeline. I think both Madelyns are actually in this group. So both Madelyns, please.
Yeah, the one
Yeah, it's okay. That's right. So that's that. Yeah. And Riley. Yeah. Then I'll get Bella. Kian. Stand up. Yeah. Chelsea, yeah, Sylvia, and Lucy. Perfect. Alright, so what I want you guys to do, I want you to bring your maths books, okay, your pencils that you have with you, and I want you to meet down on the floor. So we'll be working with the floor. You guys will be working with me in the teacher focus group. Alright? Can I get Taylor, Ruby, Jasper, and Charlie H to stand up for me, please? Yeah, just standing up where you were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, so you guys will be working with Peter. Is that still okay with you, Peter?